This is a video for you, the person that cannot seem to do the work no matter what. I want you to understand the human condition, which is when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change, that is when the change will occur. So you're living your day-to-day life. Let's say you're overweight and you're unhappy with your body, but you're not in enough pain. The pain of being fat isn't enough for you to change, because the pain of changing is still more than you remaining where you're at. But pretty soon, if you want it bad enough, you're going to get into this state of complete and utter suffering, complete and utter pain. That's what you're going to be experiencing at a certain point, because you put it off. You put off the diet, you put off posting videos, you put off talking and being social. You put it off. Once you put it off for long enough, you're left in a state of pain, because life will throw things at you that you cannot handle, but you otherwise would have been able to handle if you put in the work. So now you're left in a state of suffering. And now what most people do is they fall into a state of pleasure seeking, of just covering the pain, layering stuff over it again and again and again. Alcoholism, screen addiction, drugs, the 9 to 5, dare I say university. It's a sad existence when you know that you have this higher potential in you, but you decide to put it off. But listen, if you really want this bad enough, it will happen, because you're going to get to a point where the pain and the suffering gets to a point that you can't bear it anymore. You cannot bear it, and it is only then that you will decide to get your shit together. It is only then. It's not going to happen when you want to get it together. It's not going to happen when you need to get it together. It's going to happen when you need it. You don't need it. You need it. That's the only time it's going to happen for you, though. There's a good quote that encapsulates this whole topic. You can bring a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. That's the saying, right? But if you bring a horse to water and you bleed it out and you leave it in the sunlight and you starve it, you can almost guarantee that it will drink that goddamn water, because it has to now. Now, if we put ourselves in that position and we think of ourselves as the horse, what can we do to ourselves to make ourselves suffer and put ourselves in a position where we absolutely have to do it now? We can't take a day off. We can't not want to. We absolutely goddamn have to, because if we don't, oh. Now, I don't know what it's going to be for you. I know exactly what it is for me, and it's, even now talking about it, it hits me, because it's always there. It's kind of like the devil, which is running at my heels. And that if I stop, I'm fucked. But I'm so grateful and happy it's there. Because if it wasn't, I would not be doing as well as I am. And I will not be going on to do what I'm about to goddamn do. There's two motivators in this world. You have motivations of good and motivations of bad. Imagine you're a rat, or let's say a mouse. Imagine you're a mouse and you're in this tunnel, right? So there's a cylinder here, you're a rat here, and there's a wall. And this wall is kind of just like a cardboard, and then there's some spring behind it. You can push this, right? And you can get to the other side. There's cheese on one side, and you can smell it. That's the dream body, that's the apartment, that's the women, that's the car, whatever it is for you, that's what you want. But then on the other side of this tunnel, you have a cat. And if that cat gets you, it's going to kill you. It's going to eat you alive. It's going to scratch you. It's going to murder you. Now this is, for you, perhaps it's that breakup from that girl. It's being homeless. It's not being able to eat. It's embarrassment in front of your friends. It's whatever it is. But you need to figure out what it is, and you need to expand that. You need to make that cat massive, and you need to put it right on your goddamn heels, because the second that it's right there and you smell it and you can feel it, that is the second that you're going to start to get your shit together. That cheese is nice and whatnot, but that's just a guide. That's just a direction. You get to a point where you just have to do it. And it is the most painful thing in the world, but also the greatest thing in the world. Good luck, but the truth is, if that cat is on your tail, you don't need it. You don't need anything. You don't need luck. You don't need opportunity. You're going to create your own luck. You're going to create your own opportunity.